Yogendra Yadav, co-founder of Swaraj India. Thank you very much, Yogendra ji, for joining us. Your sense of the big picture that Karnataka has thrown up, apart from the fact that India Today and Access My India got the exit poll bang on when a lot of people didn't, and you in fact one of those people who said that this is the kind of number that you too were anticipating, which is exactly what's happened.
Thank you, Rahul, for remembering that. Let me also remind the other half of it that you may have skipped, may have missed, which is that another small Kannada channel had said exactly this 3 weeks ago. This is edina.com. I'm advertising it because it's a small little alternative media experiment. And what did they say? They had said Congress will get 132 to 140 seats, midpoint 136. They said BJP will get 57 to 65, JDS will get 19 to 25, others will get 1 to 4. And I'm sure all of us sitting here would agree that rarely do in the history of election forecasting anyone gets it so close and accurate on giving such small range, not a range of 20 or 18. And I think it's only fair to begin by acknowledging that a Kannada small portal, online portal, got it right. I've been writing about it because it's volunteer driven and those things should be known. Number two, what went right? I think 2 or 3 interpretations are being put forward since this afternoon. That it was a routine anti-incumbency stuff that happens in Karnataka. No, sir. This is not a routine anti-incumbency vote because the scale of Congress's victory is unprecedented in the last 34 years. I'm being told BJP's vote share hasn't been affected. No, sir. BJP now has lost about 1%, but more importantly, in 4 big regions of the state, BJP has lost substantial votes and Congress has gained substantial votes. This is not merely about vote transfer between JDS and BJP and Congress. BJP is losing base. We are being told then that no, it's all about local leadership of the BJP. Yes, it is about local leadership of BJP. Yes, they were very incompetent and seemed to be corrupt. But tell me, those who till yesterday were saying that Mr. Modi will change the face of Karnataka, those who were saying he is the biggest factor of Karnataka politics, today say that he has nothing to do with this result. Don't blame him. What kind of a logic is it? Similarly, in the case of Congress, I'm being told it's all about local leadership, which is of course true. Karnataka is one of the few places where Congress has very tall leaders, Congress's own national president and ex-chief ministers like Siddaramaiah. But was there no role of the national leadership? The national leadership began with Bharat Jodo Yatra, and you would have, I'm sure, shown that in the 21 seats where the Bharat Jodo Yatra traveled, Congress's stock went up from 5 seats, which they had last time, to 16 this time. BJP's stock came down from 9 seats that they had last time to 1. I'm not saying this was the only factor because my friend Ramchandra Guha has asked me this question. I'm not saying this is the only factor for Karnataka or even for those 21 seats. But is that not a factor? Is that not a factor that Congress leadership ensured that local squabbles were kept within limits? And most importantly, is that not a factor that Congress national leadership aligned the agenda of the Congress, their 5 promises, 5 guarantees, to the social base of the Congress? So to my mind, we should recognize that something significant has taken place.
I don't think, Yogendra ji, with due regard, on this channel we have recognized these factors. I think even serious analysts like you need to sometimes recognize this. Constantly lumping all the media in with one brush also is a bit unfair. I'm sorry to say this.
I feel guilty. I've not watched your channel today.
Yeah, so
sorry.
That's okay. No, that's okay. So I think we need to say that because, otherwise it's always talking down to the media. We also went to the ground and many of us also predicted this. So I'm sorry to say this to you, sir, that is the truth. And I actually believe there's a factor you didn't include, which is the manner in which the poor and the women have voted in different parts. And that needs far greater detail.
But I want to call out your very selective hypocrisy here.
Yes, my selective hypocrisy.
Yours in particular, and
Yogendra
Yadav and his ilk. I tell you, till yesterday, you were all about saying this election is local. Today, you're extrapolating national outcome from a local election and giving credit to the national leadership leadership of the Congress,
No, I haven't.
which
One
Karti
minute,
Chidambaram has dismissed.
No, 1 minute.
I mean, this is convenient
Mr.
hypocrisy.
Shehzad Poonawalla, I did not use the word national leadership. Yogendra Yadav has used it.
I'm calling him out.
Please
I'm calling him out.
No, no,
I'm
please,
calling him out.
please allow.
I have the right
sir,
to call him out.
Today,
I have the right to call him out.
Sir, there are channels
You have the right to call him out.
No, you have every right to call him out.
Exactly,
But
I'm calling him out for
let's
what?
do it in a
It's
manner.
convenient,
Let's do it
selective
without shrill
analysis.
voices. We can all talk to each other rather than talk at each other, which is a terrible
Rajdeep,
way to do things. But Yogendra
Rajdeep,
Yadav,
if you give me an
I
opportunity
will,
in a sane
no,
way
sir,
like you give
I
to
will
him, it
allow
will be
Mr.
easier.
Yogendra Yadav one final point on this. Yogendra Yadav, you mentioned that you believe that the national leaderships of both parties need to introspect. Mr. Modi, his brand is diluted according to you, and Rahul Gandhi's brand in a way, or the Bharat Jodo Yatra played a role. I ask you this tomorrow. There will be other elections in the summer, in the winter. And in those elections, if the position is reversed, what do we do? Just 5 months ago, the BJP swept Gujarat. Every election, state election is distinct to the other. The worry is we make big national comments based on each state election.
Thanks, Rajdeep. And after that, allow me to complete what I was saying. I'll just respond to you. It is true that not in every victory can you read all these big things, but as you would agree, Karnataka election, when it came, was a very critical thing. If Congress had lost, I'm sure all the channels would have been saying, Bharat Jodo Yatra phus ho gayi. Rahul Gandhi is still a puppet. Sure. This is a non-existent thing. All this would go on. So I think the simple logic should be, whoever would have got the blame should also get some credit. Whoever would have got the credit if BJP were to win today should get some blame as well. But allow me to focus on the big thing that I was saying, which is, to my mind, the most important thing of Karnataka today is that it not only keeps open the door for 2024, okay, it also shows a path. It also gives kind of a formula or a model.
I am astounded by the level of hypocrisy you're allowing to peddle. One second, let me call this
one second. I have a lot of guests. Let him complete. Sachin Pilot is live and joining us. I need to go across to Mr. Pilot. One second. Let's give you. No, 1 second. Yogendra Yadav, 20 seconds, please. Wrap up quickly. Sachin Pilot is live. He's in a bad network zone. I really need to go to him very quickly. Yogendra ji, 20 seconds.
This election is the victory of the bottom of the pyramid in terms of caste, class, gender and locality. More women, more Ahindas, more poor and more rural people have massively voted for Congress, and that shows a path for 2024.
Okay, thank you very much.